going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books, Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. The New World Order book is going to show you how the world really works. And it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. I told you at the beginning of the year, in the first quarter of 2022, we was going to have an event that was going to bring us down. And then also in the fourth quarter, we would have an event that would bring us down. That's exactly what happened. And now I'm going to tell you, in the first quarter, we're going to have an event that's going to bring us down in 2023. And then also in the fourth quarter of 2023, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, guys, the markets are still going to be pumping and dumping until they get ready to pull the full rug. But I'll let you know when that's about to happen. Now, also, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to get re-educated. And also, much love to those who donate to the Cash Shop and Patreon. And in my Patreon, I keep you up to date with the New World Order events. Also, I give you the New World Order cryptos in the Patreon. Of course, you have to do your own research. But this next bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure that you have the cryptos that have utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And guys, right now we have Bitcoin, cryptos, and stocks pulling back in a big way. And the only thing we have to do is look at yield rates. We see yield rates are rising. So guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates, which we see the 10 years at a 3.9. We have the dollar higher, and we know that equals the market taking a hit. And then we have volume, Tether, USDC, and then we have the Fed. Repo still over $2 trillion. We know the central banks are raising rates and running off the balance sheet, so then therefore they can destroy this economy, the legacy economy. So therefore the fourth industrial revolution can rise, where the robots, algorithms, and drones take over the economy, and the sheep are going inside the metaverse. Now, guys, we have Nigeria trying to revamp its CBDC. And we remember at the end of last year, they were trying to restrict cash, so therefore the e-Naira could be used more often. Now, we know all the major central banks are working on a stable coin or CBDC. Remember, guys, this money is going to be programmable, telling you what, where, and when, and how to buy. And you have 3 to 6 months to spend it, or poof, it's gone. And remember, guys, I tell you to pay attention to geopolitical events. And we had Putin come out with a wonderful speech. But don't forget, guys, it's all about the Hegelian dialectic. We can see the purple tide. But he talked about family values. And we know that the NWO knows they have to go back to the Most High's laws. We know nothing runs without the Most High. When we look at energy, they have to go back to the Most High. The cell phone you have in your hand, the car you drive, the house you live in, it's all minerals from the Most High. But guys, we know these speeches are planned out. And we heard the drums are beating. And guys, remember this was planned out over 40 years ago. And that's the reason why I bring you to Anthony Sutton videos. The C word was used to test all this technology. And then plus see how people act sitting at home getting free money. Now it's time for them to run the real plan. We have the BRICS nations have already winged themselves off of the dollar. So the next crisis with the United States and China, the NWO will be able to implement all this technology that has been ready for almost 14 years. And the people will never notice. We see the transition of pushing the sheep in that direction. And I know a lot of people ask me, when will we start seeing the signals that the utility bull run is about to happen? I'm not your financial advisor, not financial advice. Please do your own research. And guys, the only thing you have to do is watch the Fed and Janet Yellen. This debt ceiling is very, very important. Once they come to an agreement, and they've already agreed, they're going to be cutting federal spending. So that means a lot of liquidity is going to be shrinking from the American market. And then we know that's when we're going to start seeing the rise of China. And I see that starting in 2024. We know the trial run of the CBDC, the digital yuan, is going to be done in 2024. We know Russia and China had set the wheels in motion in 2014 in order to wean themselves off the dollar. And we know the NWO always goes off to 10-year manifestation period. So this year, yes, Bitcoin and crypto stocks are still going to be pumping and dumping. But remember, if you're not a part of the fourth industrial revolution, you're going to fall by the wayside. And when we look at crypto, we know 99% of these cryptos are not going to make it. But we have not received that big pullback yet, because we still see the Fed holding things up. We still have plenty of liquidity in the market. And we know once they finish this debt ceiling, they're going to be shrinking all that liquidity. And when America is broke, we know we hear those drums are beating, and it's the perfect distraction. Now, guys, do not forget about Grayscale sending about $21.5 billion on Friday. But getting over into a little crypto news, we had CoinFlux get a nice pump. And guys, I went over it on this channel and in my Patreon before it pumped. And guys, don't forget, in the bear market, we're still going to have pumps and dumps off of news and partnerships. And don't forget, they have the partnership with a Chinese social media platform, the Little Red Book. I'm not your financial advisor, not financial advice. Please do your own research. But a lot of these cryptos, you're going to have a small window to invest in. So a lot of times you can't sit on your hands. Now, in my book, I had the Singularity Net AGIX. You had plenty of time to build your portfolio. And in the bear market, that is the time where you build your portfolio. Do I think we're going to have another leg down? Yes, I do. But no one is going to get the perfect bottom. And the reason why the masses don't invest in stocks and cryptos, because they invest at the high, because that's when the media is promoting certain assets. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have India expands national payment network to Singapore. And guys, we're seeing the rise of tokenization. Basically, they're using a UPI Pay Now to move money between the two countries. Now we have Consensus as Web3 notification service refinement with the acquisition of How. And this will allow developers to create alerts and notifications at protocol level for various signals. Now we have Bosch Partners and $100 million Web3 Development Foundation. And lastly, we have Ankr Partners with Microsoft to offer Enterprise Node Service Enterprise. And guys, we know Microsoft has been in crypto and blockchain from the beginning. And we know Microsoft Azure, along with some of the Zcash founders and JP Morgan, built Federal Reserve 2.0 on blockchain. Do not forget to watch that video. That's one of my must-watch videos. And we know the fourth industrial revolution is all about data. And that's the reason why Microsoft wants the control of these nodes. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you, don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, if new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance, do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York. From COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.